In this video, I will introduce nationalities. The noun used to indicate affiliation, we call it relative noun. In Arabic, the word for that we use nisba. Nisba means relation. Let's get started. I have three countries here. I have Al-Urdun, Jordan, America. I have Syria. So if I want to say I am Jordanian, in English you say I'm Jordanian. It doesn't matter about the gender. It doesn't matter you are male or you are a female. In Arabic it does. That's why we have some rules here we have to follow. Rule number 1 says, if the country begins with alif lam, you drop alif lam. Al-Urdun begins with alif lam. Rule number 2, if the country ends with alif, you drop it. But there's no alif in the first country, Al-Urdun. So skip. Rule number 3, if the country ends with ta marbuta, you drop it. There is no ta marbuta in Al-Urdun. So you skip this rule. Now rule number 4 is the most important one, which is I want to do it one time for male, one time for a female. One time I want to say I'm Jordanian as a male. One time I want to say I'm Jordanian as a female. Let's go back to rule number 4. You add ya if you are a male. So go back to Al-Urdun. We dropped alif and lam. Then let's write the remaining letters. We have alif, we have ra, dal, noon. Rule number 4 says you add ya if you are a male. I'm adding ya. Urduni. Ana Urduni. When I say Ana Urduni, I'm Jordanian if I am a male. If I'm a female, then I have to follow this. The same thing. Write down the remaining letters after you drop. Then suffix ya and ta marbuta. Ana Urduniya. Ana Urduniya. So if I'm a male, I will say Ana Urduni. If I'm a female, I will say Ana Urduniya. Comparing to English, I'm Jordanian. You have to follow these rules in order for you to do nationalities. Let's do America. Go back to rule number 1. Is this country begins with alif lam? Look at the rules. The answer is no. So we skip rule number 1. Rule number 2. Is this country ends with alif? The answer is yes. There's alif in America, so drop. Rule number 3. Is this country ends with ta marbuta? No. Skip. Then this is the most important rule. You add ya if you are a male. You add ya and ta marbuta if you are a female. We write down the remaining letters. Mim, ra, ya, kaf. And you stop. If you are a male, you suffix ya. Ana Amriki. If I'm a male, I say Ana Amriki. I'm American. Female, same thing. Write down the remaining letters and suffix ya and ta marbuta for female. Ana Amrikiya. Ana Amriki if you are a male, I'm American. Ana Amrikiya if I'm a female. Male, female. Syria. Let's do Syria together. Syria ends with ta marbuta. So it's rule number 3 here. So we have to take off ta marbuta. Syria doesn't begin with alif lam. We skip rule number 1. We skip rule number 2. There's no alif at the end. Then we go back to the most important rule, which is gender, male or female. Write down the remaining letters, sin, waw, ra, and ya. But here we have another ya. We have to suffix ya if you are a male. We have something I will do it in my next videos. We'll talk about shaddi. If you have 2 letters, 2 consonants, we write shaddi. That means here we have 2 yas. And the way you pronounce it, suri. When you see shaddi here, you stress. I did not introduce shaddi yet. I will introduce it in my next videos. For a female, the same. Write down the remaining letters, ya and ta marbuta. We add shadda. Why? Because we have ya here. Sometimes if the countries, they end here with ya, and you have to suffix another ya, there where you add ya with shadda. That means there are two yas here. My next video will do more practicing on nationalities. Try to memorize these 4 rules to the left side here. Try to memorize them. Then we will do another video on that topic.